Okay, we've had some confusion about this challenge, so we're going to try to break it down a little bit more. A couple things before we go on. Number one, we're giving you guys resources, so please try to read the resources. We gave you a thing on the nutrition for the zone and how to do the blocks. We also posted a video explaining this, explaining how to find how many blocks to eat, all of that stuff. But if you guys aren't using that information, then it's very frustrating when we keep getting the same questions that we're addressing in the videos. You can see how that kind of frustrates us. So please try to watch the information. We're trying to make it easy for you guys. Number two is, this is a nutrition challenge. It's supposed to be a little bit hard. Yeah, you probably can't cheat every single day. You probably can't cheat 5 times a week, right? It's supposed to be hard. That's the whole point of the nutrition challenge. It's how you see adaptation, how you see change. If you do the same thing you've been doing, then why would you even sign up for a nutrition challenge, right? The point is to make it hard, make it difficult. Doesn't mean that you have to stay with this for your entire life. Doesn't mean after 8 weeks you can add in a couple cheat meals and still be happy and still see amazing progress. But the whole point is you're paying money to stick to something so you can see a change. So it's supposed to be hard. You're supposed to eat clean. You're not supposed to cheat that much. That's the whole point of this. So keep that in mind when you start complaining about how hard this is. It's supposed to be a little bit hard. That's the whole point. So let's go over some things. Meal points. Paleo zone +3. Zone is +2 points. Paleo is +1. Paleo with dairy is 0, and a cheat meal is -2. This is per meal. The goal is to have 5 meals a day. So if I eat a paleo zone meal for all of my 5 meals, that's a total of 15 points because it's 3 points a meal, right? If I did zone for all 5 meals, it would be 10 points. You guys kind of get the idea. Remember, paleo zone is in a zone format. It's in the block format, but it doesn't have grains, dairy, legumes, or sugar. And when we say sugar, we mean added sugar. Like if you're eating an apple has sugar in it. Well, we mean you're adding in sugar. You understand what the difference is. Like chocolate milk has a bunch of sugar in it. It's probably not good for you. You kind of understand what we're saying here? Zone would just be you have dairy, you have some grains, you have legumes, you have something like that in there. Paleo would be you don't have any grains, dairy, legumes, or sugars, but it's not in block format. You just eat as much as you want, but it's avoiding those. So you can do that, but it's only going to be 1 point. So doing this, yeah, is it a little bit hard? Yes. But do you really need a grain, a legume, dairy, or sugar with every meal? Probably not. So you can probably get a paleo zone, I don't know, 1, 2, 3 meals a day. For breakfast, I understand if you want cheese for your eggs and you want to have that be part of the zone, that's fine. But it shouldn't be too hard to get a paleo zone. If you're just eating veggies, fruits, fats, and meat, that's pretty simple to me. But try to do that. That's that one. The rule of 5. We just already talked about it. We want to eat 5 meals per day. Think of it as your body is like, let's say it's like a fire, right? And if you don't throw any logs on the fire, it burns out. Well, the logs can be supplemented as food, and we're trying to keep your metabolism going. So if you don't eat every few hours, right, then it kind of fizzles out and we kind of slow down the metabolism. So if we treat our body like a fire and the logs are our food, and we keep throwing in logs, the fire gets bigger, metabolism burns up more and more, and that's how we tend to kind of lose some weight. So that's why we want 5 meals a day. These rule of 5 should be super easy to hit. You should be able to get these points no freaking problem, right? 5 meals a day, easy peasy. Eating within 5 hours of each meal, another thing that should be super easy. And all this, when eating more than 5 blocks at a meal, this would be like, oh, I didn't eat anything, so I'm just going to make it up towards the end of the night and just have a huge meal, right? We would just want to avoid that, so it's -1. So these plus right here, +1 and +1, this is per day, right? But that should be super easy to accomplish. It shouldn't be that hard. The bonus points, 64 ounces of water a day. Not that hard to accomplish. It's a gallon. It seems like a lot, but it's really not if you get it throughout the entire day. It's not a lot of water, especially if you're drinking water while you're working out and stuff like that. If you have it mixed with a protein shake, it should be pretty simple to get. 8 hours of sleep, I understand that is very difficult to do, but all we're saying is if you do this, you will see a huge gain in feeling better, in performance, and looking better, all that stuff. People say that when people want to lose weight, most people are saying, don't even worry about diet, just sleep more. Sleep 8 to 9 hours and you will see good results. So where you think this is pretty important. I understand half of the daily blocks of veggies is pretty hard, but just think of it this way. It may be hard to get veggies in the morning, right? Breakfast and maybe lunch, it might be a little bit hard. But, you know, for my snacks for dinner, it shouldn't be that hard to get my veggies in. Or maybe I can't get it for breakfast, but I can get it for lunch, I can get it for dinner, I can get it for a snack. Well, there's 3 meals out of 5 meals that I've gotten veggies in there. Easy peasy, right? I can do it right there. There's a +1. So the 8 hours might not be easy, but this +1 of water should be pretty simple to get. This one can be a little bit tough, but it's very doable. And then the exercise, right? Come 5 times or more a week, you get +20. Only 4 times you get 10. 3 times, you get 5. Less than 3, this is -10. These points are weekly. So if you come 5 times throughout the week, you get 20 points. If you only come 4, you get a total of 10 points for that week. Does that make sense to everyone? I hope it does. The whole point is we want you to come in here. We want you to work. If you eat well, but you don't exercise or you don't ever come to the gym, then yeah, it can kind of make the results not happen as quickly as well. So we want you inside of the gym. As far as deductions, we've talked about this, but fish oil is kind of important. Like I put on, I believe, on the explanation of the nutrition challenge, where you can buy it. If you Google or if you go to Amazon and you type in Muscle Farm fish oil, it is like $10 for like 90 tablets. And 3 tablets a day will get you this 3 grams of EPA to DHA. So it's super simple, and the tablets aren't that big. And I think it's super simple, and it's really cheap, and it's a pretty good product. So that's super easy to get the fish oil. And then not drinking drinks, that should be pretty easy as well. So you shouldn't really have to worry about too much deductions. If you don't have fish oil, you better get on it, whether you want to buy a liquid kind or you want to buy the pill kind, whatever. Don't buy the Walmart brand that's super crap, because then you have to have like 17 pills to even get these 3 grams. You got to buy something a little bit high quality to get this EPA to DHA, so it actually does something for you. If you're just taking one tiny little thing, it's not really going to do much. So that's what we want to see. People have been complaining about the points and how difficult it is to get the points. So if you get 2,200 between the two of you or more points, you get your money back, plus you get some gift cards. If you just get 2,000 to 2,200, all you do is you get your money back, which is still worth it. If we're thinking about Old Nutrition Challenge, you gave us money and half of you did never see the money back. Only winners did. So we're trying to make it so you get some money back, which I think is pretty nice of us, right? And it's going to be a little bit hard, but that's the whole point. So I did some math here, and this is pretty simple. I know you can't really read it, so I'm going to explain it to you. If you, each day, if you had 2 zone meals, 3 paleo zone meals, so those are your 5 meals, 2 zone meals, 3 paleo zone meals, okay? Then you had this, the rule of 5. You got your +1 for the 5 meals. You got your +1 for eating within 5 hours. Then if you did 5 workouts a week and all you did is drank water, you would have a total of 2,112 points between you and your teammate to combined. So each person would have 1,056. Double that up, that's 2,112. And that would get you your money back. So it's not that hard. Now, if you want a cheat meal, that's totally fine. Have like 2 days where you do a paleo zone for all of the meals, or for 4 of the meals, or something like that, right? Try to do it. Try to get a couple more bonus points. And then guess what? You can have yourself a cheat meal. It's only -2. Right? If I'm eating a lot of paleo zone, if I do 5 meals, there's 15 points right there. And then I have one little -2 the next day. It's not going to be that big of a deal. It's not going to cut you back that much. What's going to cut you back is if this happens over and over and over again, where I'm only eating zone. I'm never doing these kind of things. Things right here are not really helping me, and then I'm not coming to work out. That's what's going to get you in a bind, right? So if you do that, that's super easy to get your points. Is it hard? Yes. Is it supposed to be hard? Yes. That's the point of the nutrition challenge. So hopefully this kind of makes sense to everyone. And try to look at the resources, and then if you have any more questions, let us know. But hopefully this is starting to get kind of ingrained in your guys' head, so we're starting to understand it a little bit.